लिबरल सरकार वालों अपने सालाना बजट विच इस साल इनोवेशन सैक्टर दे विच 6 वक्-वक् एरियाज दे विच निवेश करने का ऐलान किया गया, जिस राही नवीं नौकरियां क्रिएट करने दे विच खास तौर पर मदद मिलेगी। इस तो अलावा हाल ही विच लिबरल सरकार वालों देश नूं मरिजुआना नूं कानूनी तौर पर लागू किए जाने का फैसला ले जाने की भी खबर है। इनोवेशन सैक्टर विच निवेश राही कदों तक विकास वेख सकणगे कैनेडियंस ते मरिजुआना की विक्री नूं किस तरह सुरक्षित बनाया जाएगा, इस मामले संबंधी कैनेडा के इनोवेशन मिनिस्टर नवदीप बैंस ने मिसिसागा च साडी सहयोगी जसलीन कालरा दे नाल खास गलबात की है।
Joining with me, the Minister of Innovation, Science and Economic Development. A very warm welcome to PDC.
Well, thank you very much for having me again on.
Pleasure. Beginning with the budget, so the government has announced that they're going to spend $1 billion in 6 various sectors of innovation, which can foster new jobs, new ideas, and new source of revenues. As an innovation minister, do you think this investment is enough, and how long the Canadians have to wait to see the real impact?
So we're seeing some of the impacts already of the measures we put in our budget. Last year we introduced a very important budget that reflected our campaign commitments. We reduced the tax burden for middle-class Canadians. We reduced it by 7%. We increased it for the wealthiest 1% to help finance that. We also brought forward a Canada Child Benefit. So these were billions of dollars invested in the economy to help the middle class. Then on top of that, we invested $180 billion in infrastructure. So these create jobs in the short term and long term. So if you look at the last 7 months, we've created 250,000 jobs in the economy. That's the highest job number in the last 10 years over a 7-month period. So that shows that our policies are working, but we have to do more. And that's why in this budget we're really focused on skills and innovation. As you mentioned, there's 6 areas that we've identified, but it's not necessarily what we've identified. It's areas that are already growing, that companies are really doing well in. This is, the digital economy, agri-food, advanced manufacturing, clean tech, clean resources. These are areas where there's a lot of opportunities and that are growing, and we want to support that growth.
Mr. Bains, the government has once again presented the budget in deficit, and the deficit is forecast to jump from $23 billion to $28.5 billion this current fiscal year. When can Canadians see a balanced budget?
So the budget numbers that we presented also have a contingency amount. So the $28.5 billion includes a $3 billion contingency. Last year we had a $6 billion contingency. As you know, we had the forest fires, the Fort McMurray fires that were really, really devastating and hurt the Alberta economy and hurt the overall economy. We also had Brexit, the situation that unfolded in Europe and with the UK. That had a negative consequence on our economy. So we think it's fiscally prudent. We have a contingency built of $3 billion, and our goal is to maintain a strong fiscal anchor. Debt will never exceed 31.5% of our overall economy. So JSC maintain a position, we will have the strongest fiscal framework compared to any G7 country, and that's what we present in the budget.
Federal Finance Minister Bill Morneer का कहना है कि उन्होंने जो बजट प्रेजेंट किया है that is a responsible and ambitious budget. उठी जो opposition की गल करिए, they are terming this as an economic report, not even a budget.
Well, the opposition has come here to present an opposing point of view, and that's what they should do. That's how our democracy works. But if you look at it, ਅਸੀਂ ਕਾਫੀ invest ਕੀਤਾ और benefits भी दस रहे. $180 billion in infrastructure is not an update. It's a big investment. Investing $20 billion in public transit, $11 billion in housing, $10 billion for transportation corridors. These are significant investments that will benefit Brampton, Mississauga, the region of Peel, and Canada. So, we're making big investments in skills and training. And end at the end, how do we grow the economy? How do we create jobs? How do we support the middle class? And in order to do that, we think we have a very strong plan.
My last question to you is about marijuana. जल्दी जो है liberals वालों अपना election promise पूरा किया जाएगा, marijuana ਨੂੰ legalize किया जाएगा, and उन्हों का कहना है कि we are imposing strict laws to save young Canadians. How government is going to make sure that the marijuana supply in the country is secure and safe?
So we're going to work with the provinces to make sure that this is properly regulated. It's about making sure that young people do not get access to this. It's about taking the money out of the drug dealers, the criminal activity associated with this, and it's about regulating it the way we've done with cigarettes. If we have a good campaign that educates young people about the consequences of marijuana use, and we regulate it and monitor it properly, we think we can have better outcomes for the community and our young people, and we're going to work with the provinces on those details.
Thank you so much for joining us. It was really a pleasure to interview you.
Thank you very much for having me on PTC. Thank you.